Today we're gonna dive into r/confessions. We can skip the Hail Marys. Let's see what stories we have that get things off their chests. Let's go. I made up a fake account 22 years ago to spy on my then girlfriend, and now she named her daughter after the fake page. In 2002, I met a girl online who lived 1,000 miles away from me. I was very insecure and only 18, and I created a fake profile to spy on her and find out some stuff. I named the fake person Mary, and her and Mary would talk every night for hours. This was before video calling and stuff. I got away with it for months. Many times Mary would convince her to stay with me when she doubted our online romance. About 10 months in, I was feeling guilty, and the only way to get rid of Mary was to say she died. So I created another fake page as Mary's sister and messaged her to tell her that Mary had died in a car accident. My ex cried and was mourning for days. I felt horrible, but I had to get rid of her without her knowing it was me. Me and my girlfriend broke up in 2004 and we gradually lost touch. The internet before social media was not very well connected, so we went for 13 years without talking. She added me one day in 2017 on Facebook, and now the internet is more advanced with video calls and video messages and instant picture share. She video calls me and introduced me to her husband and 2 kids, a boy and a girl named Mary, to my horror. Yes, she named her daughter Mary after a fake profile I created to spy on her in 2002. I had actually planned to confess all until that moment. I just couldn't. To this day, we are Facebook friends and she occasionally messages me to chat. Her daughter is now 18, and on her 18th birthday, daughter Mary made a Facebook post and mentions she named after a person her mom thinks was a heaven-sent blessing. I can see why he would make up a fake profile. I'm not condoning it, but if you're meeting someone new, it's like a level of protection, so you won't get like instantly doxxed or something. What gets me though is his claim that instant picture messaging and video chat wasn't available. Microsoft Windows XP was at least out for a year back then, which means chats like MSN, Messenger, and ICQ were available, and a bunch of other cam chats over broadband on DSL. It's true that phones weren't advanced back then, but it's wild because if they were in a serious relationship, I feel like one of them would have video chatted at least. My career in the corn industry. I, male 34, am active in the corn industry. Right now, I'm only a cameraman. I was working in the normal film industry when a friend got me into the corn industry. I started off as a cameraman and worked my way up to a bigger production studios. In between, I even shot scenes as a male corn actor. In 2021, I shot 22 scenes as a male actor. It were only hardcore videos. It was fun, but after all, I decided to remain a cameraman. Today, I am a cameraman for a pretty big corn studio, and I work with a lot of really famous and big names in the industry. I know a lot of them personally, and I'm pretty good friends with some of them as well. You know what? Good for him for making money and doing what you love. I bet his life is interesting. I wonder if he knows PDD. I find older women hot. I'm 24 male and find older women just as hot as younger women. I don't think it's a fetish either. It's not hot because it's a taboo. It's just always been a thing of mine. I never really knew that there was anything wrong with it until recently. The whole Aaron Taylor Johnson wife being so much older thing blew up recently, and all the comments said ew. And honestly, I don't really understand / see it. I get that she's older, but she's not less attractive to me. I found women in the mid-70s hot, and supposedly that is weird. Can't really say this to anyone without picking up a label of some kind, so here I am. It's sad this isn't even a confession to begin with. You love who you love, you like who you like. Screw society and the people. They don't get to judge who you like or love, especially the double standard of hypocrisy I've seen. People need to learn how to stay in their own lane. There's nothing controversial on this, and it's normal. There's nothing weird or evil about it. I'm still a virgin at 29. It's quite embarrassing, to be honest. I feel like a child whenever it's brought up with my friend groups or acquaintances. I often wonder what I did wrong to not experience life normally, and it sucks. I don't have problems talking to people. I rarely ever smell bad in public, nor do I have a problem making friends. Maybe I'm just one ugly mother. Lol, but I've seen worse, but they got it done. 29, that's not bad. They literally made a film called The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Maybe we all should be pheromone maxing. Like, dude, how does that guy have so much pull? Ladies, one at a time, check out my PS2. It's nothing to fret about. When it happens, it happens. My husband wants more money. This is my second marriage and his third. We have been married for 7 years. We are in our late 50s. He has a good job where he makes $180,000 a year. He plans to retire in 4 years. We have savings and a pension. Financially, we are set. When we got married, I had a house in another state. I sold it in 2020 and made an $80K in profit. I lived in the house for several years as a single mom raising my kids. I put that money to savings and made my kids beneficiaries. I also have a $120K life insurance policy that my husband is a beneficiary on. Now, he wants the savings account with $80K too. He says it's because we're spouses and he should have each other and everything. He does not agree that I should leave something from my adult kids. My question is it reasonable for me to want to leave my children something when I'm gone? on. My husband makes me feel like I'm out of line. I just think we think differently. Dude, he's gaslighting you. I don't know about other people, but for me, I like keeping things separate. It's way easier to budget and to finance. At the end of the day, it's your money, and not his, spouse or not. If you want to leave your kid something, you should be 100% okay to do that, and really, he has no say in it. I left my girlfriend of 9 years. Who I have a son with, after I found out she cheated. Her sister told me, and even one of my ex-friends confirmed it. Some people in the comments of my last post wondered how long my sister and her friends knew about it, and after having a long talk with both of them, I found out they knew from the very start that she was cheating. It hurt to know that they kept it from me for almost 4 years, but I'm glad they at least told me eventually. Anyway, I left my now ex and stayed with some friends for a few days. My friends have been a rock in this whole mess, and I can't thank them enough for everything they have done for me in these past months. As for my son, I got full custody of him. My ex is almost non-existent in his life, even though I've told her from the start that I won't keep him from her, and that she could see him whenever she wanted. But unfortunately, her new boyfriend was more important than our son. All in all, my son and I are doing well. I hope my ex comes to her senses and comes to see him so he can have his mother in his life. But if not, then I'll make sure he lives his best life possible. That's all the stories for today. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I am making it. Please like and subscribe, and remember, stay